Hello students, today I will discuss different methods for the determination of the order of a reaction. First of all, we have graphical method. As we know, rate is directly proportional to concentration. So we will plot a graph between rate and concentration. If straight line is obtained between rate and concentration, then the order will be first. And if rate versus concentration square straight line is obtained, then the order will be second. And similarly, when rate versus concentration cube we obtain a straight line, then the order will be third. But this graphical method is used when rate of the reaction is to be studied with respect to one concentration term only. For example, if we have A plus B is equal to product, then rate of reaction we can calculate either with respect to A or with respect to B. Both of them are not studied by this graphical method. In this method, the rate can be studied either with respect to A or with respect to B. But the aggregate can be used for the whole reaction. So this is the graphical method. And sometimes we neither obtain straight line for rate versus concentration, concentration square or concentration cube. Then we see that sometimes rate versus concentration, this type of straight line is obtained parallel to x-axis, then it will be zero order reaction. If such type of graph is obtained, then it will be zero order reaction. That is, the rate does not depend on the concentration. It remains fixed. It has the definite value. So, such type of graphs are used for the order determination. So, this is called the graphical method. Now, in the next method, which is called Ostwald's isolation method. Ostwald's isolation method. This method is used for the reactions like A plus B plus C is equal to product. In this method, if we want to calculate a rate with respect to A, then B and C, they will be kept constant. And how to kept constant? We will take the concentration of B and C in excess. When B and C concentrations will be in excess, then their change will be minimized. There will be minimum change in that concentrations, because these concentrations are maximum. So we can study rate with respect to A. For example, a rate is directly proportional to concentration A, suppose raised to the power P. Likewise, when we have to calculate order with respect to B, then A and C will be taken in excess. When A and C will be taken in excess, then the rate will be B raised to the power Q. And similarly, the rate with respect to C, but in that case, concentrations of A and B will be in excess, and their excess concentrations will make them constant. So we can study the rate of reaction with respect to C. So with respect to A, power is P, with respect to B, power is Q, with respect to C, power is R. Then this P plus Q plus R is the order of this whole reaction. Order with respect to A is P, order with respect to B is Q, and order with respect to C is R. But by taking the sum, we can determine the order of this whole reaction. So this is the Ostwald's isolation method. Now, there is another method which is called initial rate method. Initial rate method. This is very much similar to Ostwald's isolation method. In Ostwald's isolation method, if we want to calculate a rate with respect to A, then B and C are taken in excess. But in initial rate method, it is said that if we want to calculate rate of reaction, order of reaction with respect to A, then concentrations of B and C will be taken as constant, and it can be achieved either by selecting a particular temperature, pressure and other thermodynamical conditions, etc. So by taking concentrations of B and C constant, we can calculate the order of reaction with respect to A. And Ostwald isolation method, you can say, is the modification of initial rate method. And in this modification, the convenient process is adopted. The convenient way is taken, that take the concentrations of B and C in excess, and these will be automatically constant. So these were the simple methods for the determination of order of the reaction. Thank you.